Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is AR, and thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Convict Culinary, the series where I show you the different kinds of meals that we prepared during my little stay in the penitentiary. Little quick backstory for those who don't know: when I was 19 years old, I ended up doing some time, got in trouble for some robberies and gun charges, and I ended up doing 6 years. A little bit over 6 years, actually. But during the stay, obviously, you get tired of going down and eating at the chow hall. So you got to get creative with the ingredients that you are allowed to purchase on commissary. So maybe anybody out there that's trying to ball on a budget, some cheap meals, or somebody out there that's just interested in the way that we had to do what we had to do to eat something other than the crap that they were providing for us. So thanks for tuning in. This is the very first episode, so obviously I figured I should try and do something a little more well-known. Today we're going to do what's called a swole or spread, or I'm not sure, maybe they call it something else where you're from, but that's where they called it where I was at. And basically it's just ramen noodles and Cheetos made into a little, almost like a pizza crust kind of thing, and then you put some ingredients on top of it, and today we're going to learn how to make one. Just a quick side note, I'm going to try and keep these as authentic as possible, but obviously I don't have access to the brands of garbage that they were providing for us on commissary, so I have to work with what I can find at the grocery stores. So anyways, here's a quick run over of the ingredients. We have ramen, of course, the basis for almost everything we're going to make. Chili flavor, my personal favorite. Pepperonis, Thai chili style tuna. One of the best things that they had on commissary when I was in the county jail. A piece of a pickle that I cut out of my personal jar as opposed to going and buying another pickle. Cheese spread. This is cheese dip, but for all intents and purposes today it's going to be cheese spread. Italian salami, or we use summer sausage a lot. I couldn't find one, so we got salami. And party-sized Cheetos. So the very first thing you're going to want to do, break that ramen up.
You can't afford what's in my swishes, so don't even bother. If I can't get no money with you, then don't even holler. I know it's a blessing if I get to see tomorrow. I know it's a blessing if I get to see tomorrow. You can't afford what's in my swishes, so don't even bother.
Alright, once you poured your smashed noodles into your Cheeto bag, what you're going to do is take the ramen bag that you saved, fill it up with Cheetos. I would say for one noodle, maybe about halfway, give or take, depending on how cheesy you want your crust to be. About halfway, so go a couple more in there just for safe measure. Then you're going to want to crush it. I'm going to use a mallet, but we used whatever we could get our hands on. Sometimes we just put it on the bunk and stepped on it with our foot. Whatever worked. Now we're going to take about half of the seasoning pack, maybe a little more, and put it in there with your mixture.
If I can't get no money with you, then don't even holler. I know it's a blessing if I get to see tomorrow. I know it's a blessing if I get to see tomorrow. Hold up, I'm paying the pick. You asking what's happening? I'm making them sick. I'm back on the track again. Yeah, back in the lab, strapped with the gift of gab. Half grand when I rip a dab. This for everything that that I didn't have. As a kid coming up in the street, sitting in prison with nothing to eat, living like animals locked in a cage, so all of your bitches is nothing to me. Wake up every day, make a play to go get it. I'm grinding and focused on making a living. Committed some crimes that can't be forgiven. Don't want no awards, they wait for no ribbon. I just been aiming for greatness. Don't even talk to me, you fake bitch. Running the race, just tighten my laces. Tyson with face with fight situations.
We're gonna want to take our little ball of swole and just nice and gently kind of smush it down. Get it nice and even. And we're gonna flip it over. Then once you flip it over, you're gonna tear it right down the middle, nice and gently. And it should just right down the seam. And you come down to the bottom. Damn, that shit just gave me a flashback. It smells like county jail. Ooh. Peel this side. Come back. Peel this side. Bam. And that's basically what it looks like from a point of view. Next step, spread that cheese on there. Oh, and let me stop this for a second, because I know what you're thinking. Cheese on cheese with salami, pickles, pepperoni, and tuna? Yeah, you'll thank me later. Trust me. Alright, we've got the cheese on. Now it's time for our tuna pouch. This one's Thai chili, one of my personal favorites. And just remember that all of these ingredients are optional / interchangeable, so if there's anything that I'm using that you don't like, don't use it.
I get the rage and hide in the basement, slide indications that about to blow. Keep it in a set like an ounce of coke. Spend a lot of time hanging around the low. Tell your lady hit my line if she down to smoke.
And there you have it, the finished product. Now, this may not look or seem appetizing to some of you or even a lot of you, but I will promise you this. 99 times out of 100, it beat whatever they were serving in the chow hall. Guarantee it. And then the way you eat this is just cut out a little piece with your spoon, or we had sporks, little plastic sporks that they issued to us. And then you take you a piece. Yep. Tastes like lockdown. Not bad though. Okay, so first of all, if you've made it this far, I would like to firstly say thank you. I appreciate your time, and hopefully you learned something. If you decide to try out the recipe, leave a comment and let me know how it goes. And if you enjoyed this video, stay tuned to the channel because there's a lot more content coming up. As a bonus, today I'm gonna show you guys how we lit joints or cigarettes in the joint using only a microwave, a number 2 pencil, and a piece of paper. So first you just want to fold that paper up. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be folded. Next, take your number 2 pencil.
Wake up, grind, take what's mine. Minutes equals money, you can't make up time. The fact of the matter is, you cats are just average. Rather than flattering, y'all just be blabbering, dibbering, jabbering. I've had it up the hill with all these little bastards. Now it's everybody and their mama is a rapper. Whoa, slow down. Get back in your lane, quit acting insane. We packing them things, traffic and Jane.
Hey yo, once again my name is AR and this has been Convict Culinary. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and a comment and be sure to follow the page for more content.
I got snitched on, I did some time, but that was temporary.